Obviously happy to advance. Uh, as I've been saying all week, we certainly intend to take this tournament seriously. Um, and we talked a lot about mentality. We talked about what it's like to play in an arena like this. And they were every bit as good as I thought they would be, probably actually better even. And I thought Sacramento, after giving up a couple of early goals, really applied a lot of pressure late in the game. And I was certainly pleased with how we handled it. And then obviously uh, to relinquish the lead and then come back and find two more goals to win it. I was really proud of the group for that. But a lot of credit to Sacramento. I think they're a very good team and a very committed team in the way they play. And it was a tough night for us. But as I said, the bottom line is we're happy to have gone through and gotten through and advanced to the next round.
So that's kind of big. Office Sports Radio. Robin, Johnny continues to fill the box score and the stat sheet. Another goal tonight to open the scoring. What do you attribute his run of form to lately?
Johnny was hurt when the season started, and for the first couple of games, and he certainly was coming back into form. Probably 3 or 4 games in, and I think what we see now finally is a fully healthy and fit Johnny. And when he picks up the ball in certain parts of the field, he's very dangerous. And his ability with the ball, his timing of his running without the ball, those things are really important. And when he does those things well, he becomes very dangerous.
And Danny Leva got his first start for you tonight. What has he done to earn your trust and to earn your trust in a game like this tonight since he arrived?
Danny is, first of all, a really good player, a really good person. He's fit in well into the locker room from day one. And with his play and his intelligence and his determination, the way he does things, he's already won the team over. So I think we are all really comfortable with Danny. And tonight was a good opportunity to get him a start and to really see him over 90 minutes in a tough environment. And his desire to get on the ball and help us start attacks is really a really good attribute that helps us a great deal. And like I said, when you just add in the fact that he's a really unselfish player and does a lot of work for the team, he's not only earned my trust, he's earned the trust of the group.
Hey,
Robin, thanks for the time tonight.
Hey, Brendan, sure.
It's the first time the club has advanced to the round of 16 since 2017, and the first time winning multiple Open Cup games in one calendar year since 1999. How serious is that locker room about reversing the narrative about the club and this competition? And I guess, more broadly about the game, just how important was it to see that urgency from the opening whistle?
Very serious is the answer to the first question. And the urgency is something that I think has been one of the things that has driven us over the last, I think it's 9 games now, dating back to that Austin game. The urgency that we saw in that game is something we have talked about consistently for the last 2 months. I think it's 2 months now. And they keep responding and they keep showing up and they keep working for each other. And the thing that I've really liked along the way is even if somebody isn't having a great game, his work and his commitment has been fantastic. And that's really the way it's been throughout this entire stretch. And I would like to think that we're getting to a point where nothing less than that is acceptable, not even by me, but by the players themselves. And what's happening is they have a lot of belief, a lot of confidence. We've had games where we've played well and either won or should have won. And we have games where we've played poorly and we've won or should have won. And so I think there's a real belief now that regardless of how we're playing, if our commitment is right, we give ourselves a good chance. And I think that was evident again tonight.
Robin, congrats on the win.
Thanks, Matt.
Similar start to Saturday, and the opponent comes out with a lot of energy. You guys get a goal a little bit against the run of play, but Sacramento did not let up even after the
first goal substitution in the first half, in halftime, excuse me. They get the first goal of the second half, and then even after going down a man, the intensity was still there. What would you like to see a little bit more to control the game, or what issues were they causing you that were difficult to deal with?
Yeah, I think especially after they lost a man, we should have been able to play and possess more. There's no real reason why a team with 10 players should be able to contain a team with 11. So certainly things that we will discuss going forward, but a little bit of it was maybe a lack of confidence in that moment, because really in that moment I think what needed to happen is a bit more confidence, a bit more security in how we played. And if we could have kept the ball a bit more, then perhaps it wouldn't have looked as it did at the end. But, again, I keep saying credit to Sacramento. They fought to the very death. And even when they were down a man, they didn't stop fighting. And those are the moments where we can obviously still continue to mature, and really evident moments where we should keep the ball, where we need to keep the ball. And certainly something we will discuss going forward.
Back to Brendan.
Robin, Ryan coming out and getting the assist tonight, just how sweet of a moment was that, considering, I guess, what his road to recovery has looked like, and, are we still getting back to full fitness?
Yeah, it's obviously when I put him in, my thinking was, given the way the game is going, he's probably going to cut inside and score one. And as that play was happening and he cuts inside, I thought, is this going to be it? And it's probably the distance and the timing wasn't right for him to shoot. But again, this is Brian. He's a very talented player, and he looks at that situation, and rather than force a shot that's maybe not quite appropriate, he hits a fantastic cross, and Mikey does also well with it to finish it. So it's good to see, because obviously he has been hurt for a while and he is coming back, and he has so much quality that even in 10 minutes he was able to display that, and it really speaks well to what lays ahead for him.
Go back to Matt.
Robin, both goals conceded tonight were very similar, even the same two players involved on the assist and the goal. Was there any concern that either structurally your approach to handling Sacramento was not good, or that just individual execution could have been better on those plays?
We won 4-2, so I'm not going to say that our approach to handling Sacramento wasn't good. I would say in those moments we needed to be better in terms of either blocking the crosser or dealing with the crosser or dealing with the person in the box. In those moments it wasn't good. But if you look at what we've done for the last 10 weeks or 8 weeks or whatever it's been, our defending in the box has been excellent. And I'm not making excuses for anyone, but the actual goals tonight are not a concern. They're plays that we could have done better on. But if you look at how, it's not like we're defending or giving up goals off crosses every week. In fact, it's quite the opposite. I think we've defended really well in the box, and it is disappointing to give up the goals the way we did. And it's disappointing for the players. And given their effort and how they've been and how resolute they've been in defending in the box, I would say this is more of an aberration than a concern.
Robin, it's 2 wins in a row, 9 unbeaten. What's your message to the team now with the schedule really getting congested to keep this run going?
It's a commitment. Everything starts with the commitment. And it's been really good from the beginning. And now it becomes more difficult as we have more games and less rest, and we have to use more guys, and guys who get opportunities need to step up and play with the same level of intensity that we've seen over the last however many weeks it is now. So it's not like 9 games unbeaten and we're worried that, this is going to come to an end. The fact of the matter is, the big reason why it has happened has come down to our commitment and our approach to the games. And along the way, with that confidence, we've gotten better and better at certain things. And so right now, it's really, we need to keep going and keep our foot down, and we don't let up. That sort of mentality has been good for us for the last couple of weeks, or last several weeks. And there's absolutely no reason to change that. So the approach doesn't change, and for me, the approach is the most important thing.
pausing, Dr. Jonathan Lewis.
Thank you.